Hi there, second graders. I am back and I have a little video to help you get started on this week's assignment. This week you're going to be a composer. Do you remember what a composer is? A composer is a person who writes music. You're not going to write a big piece for an orchestra or anything. You're not ready for that yet, but you are going to compose a rhythm today. So we're going to start out by reviewing some rhythms since you have not been with me yet this year. So I'm going to be drawing with the touchpad on my Chromebook, so it might be a little bit messy, but that's okay. You'll know what I mean. So we're going to start with the first ones you've learned in kindergarten. Ta. Ta. Whoop, why is that doing that? Ta. 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 Now, remember each ta gets one beat. And we read it like this. Listen. Ta, 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 ta. Now you turn. Read it with me. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. Okay? Do you remember that? I bet you do. The next thing we learned was sh. Looks like this. And one beat of silence, because this is a rest. The tas are notes. They are one beat of sound. Rests. Get silence. So when you read this one, you say shh, 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 shh. Ready to read it with me? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Shh, 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 shh. Good. Now let's start at the beginning and do both lines together without stopping. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. Shh, 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 shh. Okay? If you need to back it up and go over that a little bit more, you can. No problem. That's one of the good things about video learning. You can look at it as many times as you need to. Now we're going to remember this one. Are you already saying it? This is Tati. Tati is an eighth note pair. You don't have to remember that. You just have to remember it's Tati. Tati is 2 notes on one beat. And the one beat is divided exactly in half so that both of these notes get this half of the beat. So you'll say Tati, 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 Tati. Read that with me. 1, 2, ready, go. Tati, 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 Tati. Let's do that one more time. Make sure you've got it. 1, 2, ready, go. Tati, 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 Tati. Now let's start up at the beginning and do all 3 rows without stopping. You can do it. Remember, try. Mistakes are okay as long as you're trying. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. Shh, 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 shh. Tati, 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 tati. Good. Now, you've reviewed, and those are the 3 choices I want you to use in this composition. Some of your classes last year got to another one called Takatika, but we're not going to use that yet, okay? You're choosing from ta, sh, and tati, and you can put them together to make your own rhythms. I'm going to do one more line here, and this time I'm going to mix them. So I'm going to choose tati for beat 1, and I'm going to choose ta for beat 2, and I'm going to choose sh for beat 3, and I'm going to choose Tati for beat 4. Now I can choose whatever I want. That's just what I chose. When you write yours, you can choose whatever you want. It doesn't matter what order they go in, as long as you like it when you're the composer. Now, the 4th line is going to sound like this. Tati, ta, sh, tati. Your turn. Try with me. 1, 2, ready, go. Tati, ta, sh, tati. Okay, and again, you can back it up if you need to. This is 4 sets of 4 beats. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 beats in the first line, 1, 2, 3, 4 beats in the second line, 1, 2, 3, 4 beats in the third line, and 1, 2, 3, 4 beats in the fourth line. And that's what your assignment is. Your assignment is to create 4 lines, 4 beats in each line. Now, you can't just do what I did. That's not you composing. And this top 3 lines is really just reviewing. I didn't really make an interesting rhythm until I got to the bottom line. Try to use different things and mix them together to make it more interesting. Like this. When you're composing, remember, you get to pick. There's no right answer about what comes next. As long as you have 4 beats and 4 lines, then you're good. There's beat 1, I chose tati. Beat 2, I'm going to choose ta. Beat 3, I'm going to choose another ta. Beat 4, I'm going to choose tati. And it's all about what do I want. You don't have to worry about, I don't know what comes next. Whatever you choose is what comes next. There is one line, 1, 2, 3, 4 beats. Now I'm going to make another line with 4 more beats. And again, there's no right or wrong way to do it. You just do what you like. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4 beats. So that line is finished. I'm going to read this before I do any more to see if I like how it sounds so far. Listen. Ta-ti, ta, ta, ta-ti, ta, ta-ti, sh, ta. I like how that sounds so far, so I'm going to keep going. If I read it and I didn't like some of it, I can just erase it and change it because I'm the composer, so I can do whatever I want. Just like you are going to be the composer of yours, and you can do whatever you want. As long as you have 4 beats in a line and you have 4 lines, then it's right. Now, I'm going to put another sh here, and I want to tell you something. Some kids have a hard time drawing those. That's okay, because you can just make a Z instead, okay? Music teachers all around the world let their kids do that. You can make a Z if you can't figure out how to make that sh the right way. So, going on. There's my third beat of that line. 1, 2, 3. And there's my fourth beat. Now, you ready to try to read it with me? Read my rhythm with me. Here we go. If you make a mistake, it's okay as long as you're trying. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta-ti, ta, ta, ta-ti, ta, ta-ti, sh, ta, ta, ta-ti, ta-ti, ta, ta, sh, ta-ti, ta. How did you do? You can back it up and try as many times as you want. You don't have to get mine perfect though, okay? It's just use it if you want to. Now, you're going to do yours, okay? You're going to choose between ta, tati, and sh. You're going to make 4 beats in a line and 4 lines of music. After you write it, then practice saying it. It's really important that you keep a steady beat. You can't just go tati, ta, ta, tati. That doesn't work. It's got to have a steady beat. I'm just using a marker and tapping on my desk right now. But you might not have somebody that can tap a steady beat for you. So I'm going to put in here how to find a metronome. Metronome is a tool that musicians use to keep a steady beat for them. So what you will need to do is open a tab, and in your Chrome search, type in metronome, metronome, and push enter. And right here pops up a metronome. Now you're going to see here there's a number. It says 100 right now. And you're going to see this ball, and you can slide the ball down to get a lower number, up to get a higher number. The higher the number, the faster the beat. When we practice together, we're usually going about 70. So I suggest you put yours on 70 if you choose to use the metronome. And remember, you don't have to. That just means 70 beats in a minute. After you get it set there, click on the play button, and it keeps a beat for you. Now, when I'm recording on my Chromebook like this, it goes tick, 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 tick. It's not really doing that. I don't know why it does that. It just does. When you hear it from your own device, it's just going to be a nice steady beat. Okay? That's why I'm not using it when I was reading my rhythm. I was tapping with my marker instead because that messes up in the recording. So, whoops, here we go. This is the paper that I'm working on to show your assignment. This video that I'm making right now that you're watching is linked here, and then the rest of your directions are written down here. But I'm also telling you what to do. So if you can't read all of that, that's okay, because I'm telling you what to do. You're making 4 lines, put 4 beats in each line, whatever you choose. You can't be wrong unless you have the wrong number of beats. Then I want you to practice reading it with a steady beat. Either somebody at home could tap for you, or you could use a metronome. If you can't do either one of those things, just read it to yourself and try your hardest to keep a steady beat. If it gets a little off, that's okay. This one is just for practice, okay? Have fun with it, be creative with it, and enjoy your music, okay? If you get really good at reading your rhythm, then you can try different tempos. Remember, tempo means the speed of the beat. So if you get really good at reading it at 70 beats a minute, then go back and speed the metronome up, maybe to 90 beats a minute, and try that a little bit faster now. So you can experiment with different tempos if you have the time and you want to keep exploring. Alrighty? I hope you enjoy doing this. Bye, guys.